Are we on? Are we here? Welcome to Wednesday Live, everybody. See if we can get things rolling here. And let's see, what time is it? It's 2:57 on June 27th. Wow, this month is going by. This month is going by quick, boy. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm trying to pull everything up here. Oh, Lordy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're still backwards. Isn't that just fantastic? Fantastic. Thanks, YouTube. All right, who's in the house so far? Jim Guidry. Hey, man, what's going on? Adam EVH, how are you, sir? Simon Williams. Hi, Joe. How's it going? Going good, man. Thanks. Man, thank you. Yeah. Bumbleless. Yo, Joe. How are you doing? Thank you, guys, for being here. Adam EVH. Motherfucker. That's for Adam. Let's see. I lost my space here. Simon Williams. Hi, Joe. Mumbles Adam. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yes. Mark Taylor, how are you, sir? Oh, thank you, everybody, for being here. Yes, this is an odd time of day for this. But I'll be leaving about 30, 40 minutes to go to work. It's Wednesday, so it's not too bad of a rush, right? Tuesday and Wednesdays are my days where it's like, oh, okay, cool, you know. Oh, God. Yeah, it just had to drop, didn't it? Just had to drop. So it'll probably be out of sync now on the playback. Thanks, YouTube, for effing everything up, man. Yeah, that was for Jim Guidry, man. That was for my brother Jim. My brother Jim. Let's see. There's Ben Coombs. Hey, Ben, what's going on, man? How are you, sir? Yeah, that dropped right there when I was wanting to try to get warmed up, and it just dropped. So who the hell knows how that's going to turn out? JJ House of Jams. What up, guitar freaks? What's up, JJ? How are you, man? Let me see if I'm missing anybody here. Michael Bishop, what's going on, man? Mr. Williams, do I sing? No, I do not sing. If I sing, it will crash permanently. I'm not a singer. No, sir, I am not. I wish I was a singer. Believe me. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I know, man. I drive a truck all the time. I'm not out in the sun, you know. I'm not out in the sun. I'm always driving a truck. So, Mike Ray, how are you, sir? Thank you, man. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Boy, this chat is just skipping everywhere, man. Jeffrey Potter, how do you get pinch harmonics? Hey, Mr. Potter, how are you, man? Are you new here? I don't know. I'm not sure if I've seen your name. Pinched harmonics, it took me, I'm not going to lie to you, it took me a while to learn how to do that. It's a trick of holding the pick a certain way, and you let the flesh of your thumb, when you pick, you let the flesh of your thumb hit right after the pick. You see what I'm saying? So, like in ZZ Top LaGrange, he'll do this. So right after the pick hits, the flesh of my thumb right there hits, right, just almost right away. You know. And it took me a long time to learn that. It took me probably a good couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, to understand. And it's something you just have to play with. You don't keep too much pick. You know what I mean? You just have a little bit out there. And after a while, it becomes second nature to you. You know. That's how I do it, Mr. Potter. Yeah, that's how I do it. Ben Coombs couldn't help it, Joe. Yeah, I know, man. It used to be, years ago it was a different story, man. I always tan, but not anymore, man. I've kind of shied away from that. My dad had some skin cancer places on his face and arms, and I was like, man, I don't want to deal with that. But, it's just part of life, right? The Crafty Jake, number 1. Hey, how are you, man? And you left a very nice comment about the rolling microcube, man. Thank you so much. I got my little mini-me sitting right there, a little mini-me that Tony Carter made for me from Stitched in the UK. So mini-me sitting right there. If you go on this channel, Mr. The Crafty Jake 1, and just type in All on the Watchtower, it might come. I've covered that song a couple of times on here. That is a great song. It's a fun song. Jeffrey Potter says he's sort of new. Well, welcome, man. Welcome, man. Welcome everybody who's new here. Thank you for being here. And again, this is a odd time of day for me to go live, but it's the only time that I can go live because of my crazy schedule. So if you're new here, I have a hectic work schedule. I drive a truck for a living, and I go in the afternoons, and I don't get home to about 4 in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning. So it's crazy. Let's see. Bumbleus, excuse me. Hang on just a minute. My goodness. Pardon me. I don't want to cough in your ear. That's so rude and loud. Bumbleus says, yeah, harmonics, pitch harmonics took me, I guess, man, let's see. Harmonics took me a whole, a long time too. Not that easy at first, but once you get it, you don't forget it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, once you understand what's behind it, it's not hard. You just have to put it in your mindset. For me, though, the higher up you go in the notes and the thinner strings, it's hard to get the harmonics. And they don't seem to last as long. It's just sometimes you'll hit it and not even accidentally, you're like, what did I just do? There's all kind of different harmonics, so you know that, right? Mr. Potter, you got, oh, you're welcome. I don't know if it's helping you, but you got the pinched harmonics. You got the open harmonics, which are at the 12, 7, and 5. And I use the 2 middle strings. I always call them the bad to the bone strings. That's what I used to call it when I was first starting off, and I was like, what the hell is the name of that? I just call it the bad to the bone strings, But the 2 notes on the 12th, So you got the then you go to the 7th, and then the 5th. Those are what I call, those harmonics will always, you can always hit those, when you hit them in the right spot. They're guaranteed they're going to work. And then you got other ones that are hidden, right? If you do your tremolo pick and run your finger, just barely touch the string. You can hear all those different harmonics, And so once you start understanding where to get it, get that push. Once you understand where the spots are, you can get them besides the open harmonic spots that I just told you. It's like I have a lot of Eddie's influenced me a whole lot, as you can tell, and I'm kind of locked into that, and I'm guilty of it. I admit it. But here's an example that I love to do, like this right here. Like, let's say this is in G, right? Right there. That's you hit that stuff right, man. It sounds awesome. It's just little things that I've picked up from him, copied it from him, stole it from him, whatever you want to call it, And it's just a fun accent, To me, it's a lot better than just, Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I like to flash it up a little bit if I can. I'm not saying I'm a flashy player. I suck. But it's just Eddie does it, and it's like it just puts it in a whole different perspective. And like, you really got me when they did that, right? And then he does that little. I mean, I was just like, good God. It was phenomenal, Dry heat, drop white legs. Yeah. Let's see. The Crafty Jake 1. How long have you played the guitar? I got my first guitar on Christmas Eve of 1986. I was 16, so it's been 32 years, I think. Well, this Christmas Eve will be 32 years, and it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like I've been playing for 5 years, But yeah, I love doing it. It's the one thing that I can always go to that I know is going to be the same after all these years, and it still makes me feel like I did when I was a teenager. This is my little fountain of youth, even though I'm getting older. But this is still the same feeling that I get when I pick it up and play it. I still want to try to get better. I want to play. If you really love to do something, you want to pursue it, right? And when I watch other YouTube channels, other people playing guitar or a cool concert, it makes me want to play. It inspires me to play, right? Uh, Ben Coombs, welcome all new and old. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's right. Jeffrey Potter says he's sitting in a truck right now on break. Oh, do you drive a rig, Mr. Potter? By any chance? That's what I do. I didn't know if you were talking about if he's in a big truck or just in a pickup truck. I don't know. Michael Bishop, I picked up a Boss Katana head at Gearfest, Joe. They had it for $2.99. Unbelievable. Congratulations, man. That is an awesome. I love my Katana head, man. I love it. I love it. And thank God I got the PV5150 retubed. If you haven't seen that video, go back, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos, and I did a video on that. And, oh, my God. So it's like everything's back up and working now. So it's like it's amazing. $2.99, Mr. Bishop. That is fantastic, man. Congratulations. The Crafty Jake, you played it and showed it. You played it so well and showed it to my friend. He loved it. Oh, well, thank you, Crafty Jake. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, sir. Ben Coombs, I need to learn some of them tricks. Yeah, it's like I said, man. You can look at that stuff on YouTube, man, and get a whole better perspective. They have closer camera angles, and what I'm working with here is just bare minimum, just to get live online and just with one camera. but yeah, it just depends on, like finger picking. I can't do that. I struggle. I cannot finger pick for nothing. I just can't coordinate my fingers to do that. It just, some people have it and some people don't. I don't when it comes to finger picking. I just can't do it. But yeah, you look up these little tricks, man. They're all over the place on YouTube. I'm sure Johnny Bean has got some videos on that on the horse trick. The harmonic. He's got videos on that on his channel. Just go to Johnny Bean TV. He's got videos all about that stuff, man. Cool little tricks that you can learn, and they're not that hard. It's just a matter of coordinating your pick and your thumb and hitting it at the right time. That's all it is, man. If I can do it, man, anybody can do it. I'm telling you, because I'm one of the most clumsiest, uncoordinated mofos there is around. So. The Crafty Jake 1, what type of guitar are you playing? That's a lovely color. Thank you, sir. It is a Sterling by Music Man. And yeah, Sterling by Music Man. It's kind of like the Ernie Ball Music Man copy, almost like what Eddie played back in Carnal Knowledge days and stuff like that. That was one of my favorite albums by Van Halen or Van Hagar, whatever you want to call it. And but it's it's got a few things that are different because they had to do it that way. But I found this on reverb.com used from a guitar store in Texas for shipping and everything was $225, and whoever set it up perfectly. The guitar tech who done that, he knew what he was doing. And for $225, you can't beat it, man. It's just It's an amazing guitar. It's one of my go-to guitars. Isn't that crazy? I've always thought to myself, and I've always said this in I think Ben and Adam and Jim, we all talked about this. I've talked about it with plenty of people. You don't have to spend $2,000 on a guitar. Sometimes you can find a diamond in the rough and get lucky, right? Sometimes that happens. But it is a Sterling by Music Man, Mr. Jake. That's what it is. Ben Coombs, I have it, but no clue how to use it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Mr. Coombs, on that one. This chat is jumping around. Mark Taylor, unlike sports, guitar is something you can do all your life. That's right, Mr. Taylor. He's right. An athlete only has so many prime years, right, to perform and whatever. And after they hit a certain age, they're like horses. You just can't do it forever. But guitar, as long as you don't mess up your hands, I about said the F-bomb. As long as you don't mess up your hands, and your arms, you're okay, And it's something that it helps me escape the real world too. I know that might sound silly, but it does. music guitar players, you know what we can relate. We've already got people that are here. We more than likely already have something in common already, just right off the bat. We love music. We love guitar. We love, it might be bass. It might be something, but we have something in common already. So that's what's so cool about this. Bumbleless, Ben, it would just take you a little bit of time. Yeah, that's right. And believe me, when I first saw somebody do this, I went to a music store. I hadn't been playing guitar long, maybe a year, maybe 6 months, 6 months to a year. I hadn't even got my chords down yet. I was just learning how to do a G, a C, and a D. I was just learning that. And it was just switching from one position. You know what I mean? I was like, how the hell do you do this, man? Why is this so hard? Well, I had my days of being frustrated. And there was times I took my guitar and threw it across the room. When I was a young punk teenager, I get pissed off. But I walked into a music store, and there was a guy I went to school with, and he was one of these guys that was real quiet. He didn't really, you had them different groups of people in school. You had the jocks, you had the preppy people, you had the nerds. I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying. And you had the hot girls that hung around the jocks, and you had the hard rockers, the guys that wore the black, concert T-shirts with blue jeans all the time. Well, he was one of those guys. He had, kind of long, the 80s rock hair, but it wasn't teased. It was just kind of long. It was just kind of straight. It wasn't really no style. But he was always to himself, man. And I remember I talked to him one time, and then he said, yeah, I play guitar. And I can't remember what. We really didn't talk that much. We really didn't know each other that well. But I went to the music store, and I seen him sitting in a chair testing out it was a Kramer. And he did this right here. He did that. He did that little harmonic thing, and I said, holy shit. I said, what? And to me, that was I was like, Eddie Van Halen does that. Not knowing that thousands of other guitar players did it too, I was just, zoned in on Eddie so much at that time. But he did that, and I walked up to him. I said, man, how do you do that? And he said, oh, that's called a pinch harmonic. That's when I first saw somebody do it. And he sat there and showed me, he was one of those real quiet guys. Yeah, man, it's just kind of like this right here. He was just, and I that's when I first saw somebody do that. And all those, from the time I started and I saw somebody do that, I didn't know what they was doing. I was like, how do you get that high note, man, when they're way down here? Oh, and for the record, this is up the neck and this is down the neck. All right. Beginners get that so confused. This is down. When people say, well, I hit a note down here. No, it's up. You know why? Because the notes get higher in pitch. So you're going up the neck. Right? This is up. This is down. So when I saw that guy do that harmonic, that opened a whole new door for me. So if it helps somebody, man, that's awesome. So I don't mind telling anybody anything, I believe in trying to help somebody, not to hurt them. I mean, that's stupid, We're all here to try to help people, right? Okay, I got to go back on this chat. Wow. I am sorry. Let's see. I run my mouth here. Holy crap. It's almost 3:30 already? Let's see. Jeffrey Potter, big truck, brother, Freightliner all day. That's what I drive. It's just a regular white company day cab. It ain't nothing fancy. Let's see. Jeffrey Potter, I bought a 3-tone cherry Wolfgang trying to get back into playing again. There you go, man. Congratulations on your new acquirement, man. The Crafty Jake one, I'm going to call you Mr. Jake, if that's okay. You let me know if that's all right. Mr. Jake says, going to get a microcube after watching your review on it. Well, that's awesome. That's what I'm going through right now. And the thing that sold me this, Mr. Jake, and might be silly, but it's just me. The thing that sold me on this amp was it has that cool slapback delay. Hear that? I love that. It reminds me of the classic rock era. I don't know why, but I love that. It's kind of got that little VH feel from the first album. Just a tiny micro percentage, Let's see. Mr. Bishop, I have the 100-watt combo, but want the want to hear what it sounds like through a 4x12 cab. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I got mine going through the 4x12 PV half stack. Oh my God, it sounds amazing. You will not be sorry. That was a wise investment, in my opinion. Bumbleless, I wonder why it says sub on the headstock. I guess it's that means sterling ball. I guess that's what that means. Sterling. You know, it might be his initials or something, and he just put ball on it. I don't know. That's a good question. I've wondered that myself, but the way this thing plays, I don't care what it says on the headstock. But I did notice that, Bumbleless. I was like, oh, sub, what is that? You know, going to a Subway or something? Mr. Jake, what is your favorite guitar that you own? Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, I have quite a few. This one, of course. I have two Wolfgang specials, an all natural and a vintage white. Those are my favorites as well. And the Jimi Hendrix Strat, the Fender Made Mexico Strat that came out in 2015. That guitar plays phenomenally well. So those are my top four favorites, man. I couldn't part with those. And I did a count with Adam EVH on the phone the other day. I counted. I got 26 right now, and it's going to stay 26 for a long time, according to my wife. So it's not going to climb in the numbers there. Let's see. Ben Coombs. Sadly, my dad can't play anymore, but I'm trying to get him to try for therapy for his hands. Oh man, yes. That would be awesome, Mr. Coombs. Yeah, y'all check out Ben Coombs' channel, man. He's got some great content over there. Mitch Heyman, hey, how are you, man? I know I'm behind, guys. I apologize. I'm trying to get caught up here. I'm sorry. It's what happens when you start running your mouth. Let's see. Dave Byron's in the house? Rockin' Dave Byron. Y'all want to see a guitar player that can smoke, and I don't mean smoke, I mean smoke on the fretboard? Subscribe to Dave Byron. He's in the chat. Subscribe to his channel. I'm telling you, man, you won't be sorry. He does live gigs. His wife does the camera work, and he's doing live gigs with his buddy Mike. Sometimes he does solo stuff by himself. Oh, holy shit, man. Pardon my language, but he is amazing. He's such a nice guy. Super, super nice person, man. Davis, how you doing? I'm doing all right, Mr. Dave. Getting ready to check out here soon. I don't want to. I'm having a fun time, but I got to get my butt to work here soon. All right, let's see if we can catch up on the chat now. Oh my God, this thing just, what is up with this? Maury. Maury. All right, man. Maury 213 is now joined the chat. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to not skip over everybody. Dave Byron. Hey guys, did you hear the news about Digitech and Heyman International might be closing? What? Digitech, the company, is going to, oh no. I've always enjoyed, I got quite a few of their products. I've had a bunch of their stuff over the years. I can't believe they'd be closing. Man, that's crazy. Mitch Heyman, I only have 5 guitars, but my wife says no more. Hey man, I know the feeling. I know what you're saying. I know. You're welcome, Mr. Byron. Anytime, man. Anytime. Adam says he's had enough. Joe, you talk too much. I'm out of here. It's time for a beer. Have a good one, Mr. Adam. I'm sorry. I'm just getting it down here just to this part of the chat. I apologize. Mr. Heyman, I want an EVH Wolfgang Standard. Those are nice guitars too, man. Very nice. Very nice guitars. Jim's checking out. He says, have a great day, Joe. Thank you, Jim Guidry, for being here. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bumbless. Heard it too. I've been buying hard. Oh, wow. Okay, man. Well, how about that? What's the timer on? Okay, we got time for a song. Anybody want to stick around for a song? If I can do it. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Mitch Heyman, see you, Joe. Going back to work. Yeah, man, I'm getting ready to check out too. Here after this quick song. Thank you, Mr. Heyman. Hey, man, get back to work. I totally understand. You don't want nobody getting in trouble. You got to make your money to please your honey. All right, let's try this, man. Hopefully it doesn't drop again. God almighty. So we'll see. All right, this is a fun song to play for people that are kind of new to guitar. Once you kind of learn your chords and stuff like that and your accents, this is a fun song to play. I'm a huge classic rock fan. If you don't know that already, that's pretty much what I go for is classic rock and some 80s and stuff. So, okay, let's see what happens here. Stand by.
There she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this now, baby? Maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Don't you wait, oh, hesitate. Let's move before they raise the pocket. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Let me tell you now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on my face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow, don't go too fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, look, Are you trying to put me in shame? That's so slow, slow, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said love, not above. Now you're trying to trick me. Alright now, baby, it's alright now, yeah. Alright now, baby, it's alright now. Alright now, baby, it's alright now, yeah. Alright now, baby, it's alright.
All right, man. All right now. A little free. Yeah, man, that was fun. That's a fun song, man. Fun song. Awesome, man. Oh, Mr. Williams, yeah, man, no problem. Bumbless. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, man. Mr. Tullius. All right, cool. Mr. Jake, what nights are your live shows? Fantastic. Thank you, sir. I do a couple of these right here during the week like this, maybe a Tuesday and a Wednesday, maybe. Usually if I do a nighttime broadcast, it's going to be maybe a Friday or Saturday, you know, more than likely on a Friday. Usually about, you know, between 9:30 and 10, I'll come on. Yeah. So, it's kind of hard because everybody has their own slotted times and I don't want to step on nobody's feet, but I have to do what I have to do for my schedule. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, if I had a day job, I could go on at night, but, I work at night, you know. So look for some live shows like on Tuesday and Wednesdays and more likely on Friday evenings for the evening show, more than likely, yeah. So Craig Tullius, please do Deep Purple Perfect Strangers. Oh, wow, I have to look into that, Mr. Tullius. The Crafty Jake one, thanks. Yes, sir, man, thank you for being here. It's on Saturday night. I'm live, Dave Byron. Okay, so I don't want to be on Saturday because that's when Dave's live. Okay, so I'll do it on Friday. That's why I'm, you know, sometimes it just, you know, I try to give respect to these other friends here. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. I have got to go. It is 20 minutes to 4. Wow, Jeffrey Potter, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you to everybody who's been in here. Man, there was a whole boatload of people. And thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to spend with me. I very much appreciate it. When this video uploads, please check the links below for T-shirts, music, social media information, all kind of cool stuff. I'll do that later after this thing processes. It takes forever to process. So later on, if you're watching the replay, please look in the links below and get yourself a T-shirt, or if you want some music, or if you just want to just subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you'll know every time I go live or put up a video. You know the routine, like all these other YouTubers say, right? But it's a cool thing to remember, right? Even though you click the bell icon, sometimes you'll get notifications and sometimes you won't. It's just YouTube altogether. But until then, thank you for tuning in. My name's Joe. This is my channel, the Joe Wentz Project TV. Check around here somewhere for a subscribe button and some other videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video. Take care. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.